think I want to go back to New Atlantis, both to pick up a new traveling partner. Yeah. Pick up a new traveling partner, as well as see if there's anything else of interest there, because we haven't been there in ages. And then maybe we'll check out some more of these temples. I don't know. That's the current thought. Let's go to the cockpit. Oh, I guess I should have... I'm going to replace Sam. I should take all of his equipment that I'm holding on to, or that he's holding on to.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Sam.
The galaxy's too big to be stuck. I wouldn't say no to an upgrade.
No, I'm going to take everything from you. So, I will leave you with the modified Beowulf. I'm taking everything else. I'm just gonna grab all of that. I don't know if he needs ammo. I certainly never give him more ammo. Grab all the things. Okay, so you can keep that one gun. Meanwhile, I'm super over encumbered, but there should be somewhere in the cockpit that I can, yeah, access the cargo hold. So let's transfer, particularly resources. No, that's the ships. Let's go to me, resources. I'm still incredibly over encumbered. There we go. Doing fine with weight now. Now, if we want to, not the ship, we want to go to New Atlantis. Here we've got, talk to Frank Rennick? Can I pick up another quest at some point? Come on. I'm done with Volley for now. Actually, so we already did the temple mission on this planet, yes? What are we pointing at here? Structure. I think we did the temple in Volley already. No, so we're not talking about... What structure is this? Autonomous Star Yard. I have no idea. Don't need to be here though. That was probably a quest that I've already dealt with. No? Autonomous Star Yard. It's now labeled. The ship is over there. Weird. Anyway, it's not important. So, no, go back. So we want to go to Alpha Centauri. here. Then to Jemison, maybe? Yeah, so we've got a bunch of quests here. The talk to the keeper, that's our main quest. But I can talk to Sarah Morgan. Deliver a plate of liver patty to the clinic. Alright. And talk with Andrea. Well, we'll go to the lodge first.
How much Walter pays in property tax on this baby? The lodge is still our home.
Alright.
We'll make it feel that way again.
I think it's time we went our separate ways.
If you have to. Come back soon, though.
Yep. So I think...
Hey, I've been talking with the others,
Oh.
and I'd like to get everyone together. To say goodbye. You know. To Barrett.
Oh, sure. I'll be there, Noel. Promise. I'll try, but you never know with me. Always pulled here and there. No, I can't. I just can't. I'll be there, Noel. I promise.
Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Because I'm the brand new recruit. So they have not cleaned up this place yet. Clearly. Kind of assumed everyone would be here, but
Constellation has suffered
Guess not.
losses before, although none quite so violently. Morale in the lodge has been measurably reduced.
can I ask you some personal
If you
questions?
feel it is necessary,
I'd like to know more about what makes you tick.
I am powered by wheels and cogs. They are responsible for any ticking that emanates from me.
Yep. How much do you know about humans?
Constellation has seen to it that I possess a near encyclopedic knowledge of human history, art, culture, and science. May I answer a question for you?
Do you speak every human language? What was the greatest invention of human history? Do you know any human jokes? What kind of human music do you like? Do you know any jokes?
I am looking at one. I hope that was a suitable response. Constellation did not equip me with a sense of humor. I have done my best to mimic Barrett's.
Uh-huh. What kind of human music do you like?
This is a difficult question to parse. I do not experience enjoyment. However, I find that the music of ancient Japan has a pleasantly mathematical sound. The same is true of the works of European composers from the Baroque period. I have dedicated significant time to processing these compositions and understanding their structure.
Sure. What was the greatest invention of human history?
Logically, I believe the correct answer to be the airplane, followed shortly by the computer. Humans could not have become a spacefaring species without them. Illogically speaking, I am inclined to believe that books were your greatest invention. I have spent a good deal of time processing works of science fiction. They make good case studies in how your species could have made a mess of its entry into the stars in different ways than you did in reality.
Which says that we still made a mess of it.
Understood.
Alright. Well,
Based on our previous encounters, this does not surprise me.
let's go back and see if I can get him to follow me.
Disengaging conversational protocols.
Is that...
I will be monitoring
Yeah, let's get you
everyone's
assigned
vitals.
somewhere.
I will go wherever I am needed.
Yes. I want you on this ship let's take Sarah Morgan with us as well. And how many can I have on the ship? I don't even know. We'll grab Andrea as well. But I want Vasco to be the one that actually follows me around.
Morale in the lodge has been measurably reduced.
I'd like you to follow me
Yes,
for a while.
Captain, I am right behind you.
Okay, so Vasco's now my follower.
Helping me out with the artifacts.
So I was figuring while I was here, I could talk to Sarah and Andrea, but that seems to not be the case because they seem to not be here. Or maybe they are, just tucked around somewhere. Maybe. That goes to the well. Which isn't what I want. That's Cora. Well. Huh. It thinks she's in here somewhere. Oh, you. I need to talk to you.
Seems more distant in the lodge. I guess that is to be expected.
Of course.
I have been curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience does not demand that you stay. You could have delivered the artifact and then left. Why do you stay?
Because I'm gaining superpowers? The artifacts mean something. It's important to find... we find out what. It's a good group of people, and they need my help. I love a good mystery. There isn't much else going on this week. Let's talk about this some other time. It's a good group of people, and they need my help.
They are dedicated in their cause. This is rare and admirable, I think. My past is complicated. Anyone here will tell you I do not speak much of it. But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being.
You've got to have a reason to get out of bed in the morning. I think having goals is important. Hopefully you leave a little time for fun too. Why is Constellation meaningful to you?
This group of people, who by rights would never associate with one another, has come together for a common cause. That is impressive on its own, before considering the magnitude of the work they have undertaken. The possibilities it holds.
I think having goals is important.
A goal is something you work towards, an expectation of achievement. That is not the same. I believe it is sometimes phrased as, the destination is not as important as the journey. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones. They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds, all seemingly without concern for anything around them. Complacent. Their experience is so different from much of the settled systems. They do not know how good they have it.
Your experiences must have been very different then. There's no way to know what someone else is going through. You think people need to struggle to live? How are things different for them?
There is no struggle to survive here. No great risk in daily life.
True.
I'm sure you have seen for yourself that is not the case for much of the settled systems. Hostile environments, dangerous creatures, not to mention the threats posed by other humans. None of that touches these people.
Yep. Your experiences must have been very different then.
Yes, they were. I did not grow up amidst such luxury. Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea.
You've obviously been through a lot. I'm sorry life has been hard for you. Feeling sorry for yourself never helped anyone. You've obviously been through a lot.
I have. There have been times where I wondered whether it was worth it. My family is unique within the settled systems. I grew up outside the bounds of the United Colonies, or the Freestar Collective. My parents, and their parents before them, did not believe anyone outside our family could be trusted or relied upon. You can imagine, I am sure, how existence without ties to others is challenging in space.
Being by on your own is admirable. It's not a life I'd choose for myself. That sounds like a terrible way to live. Or why did your family insist upon independence?
They believed, and still do, that anyone who was not part of our family did not share our values, our goals, and was ultimately a potential threat. My time in the settled systems has mostly led me to agree with them.
I mean, true, but also there's the consideration that you can't necessarily guarantee that anyone born to your family will automatically be an ally. Like, everyone in families are different, and yeah, you can hope that your family will all agree together, but they could turn out to be just as much of an enemy as anyone else could turn out to be a friend. But getting by on your own is admirable.
It has certainly proven valuable. Saved me. A few times, without question. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found purpose in Constellation. I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause, and have enjoyed our time together. Thank you. If you are free soon, could we talk?
We just talked, but if you wish to talk even more, we can.
Your investigation with the Freestar Rangers has come to an end. Are you satisfied with the results?
It's bad scene all around. No one should be satisfied. Any situation I can walk away from, you know how it goes. It's behind me, that's all that matters. It's a bad scene all around. No one should be satisfied.
I suppose not. This Ron Hope, supposedly a man of the people, was more concerned with profit than lives.
Yep.
He was not the first, and certainly will not be the last.
We took out one corrupt governor, but we've left the rest still hanging around. He was a monster for sure. Money can bring out the worst in people. He thought he was doing what was necessary. You've got to respect him for taking initiative. You're surprised by him.
Surprised? No. Just disappointed. Another who chose greed over all else.
Yep.
At least he will no longer be able to prey on others. I am unsure that death was preferable to justice. But at least the situation is over. And there is no question who was to blame.
Yep. I think he got exactly what he deserved. I didn't want this, but he gave me no choice. Heck of a way to earn a ranger badge. He got what he deserved.
Fair enough. I will certainly not miss him. And now you can consider yourself a ranger in full.
Yep. It'll be an honor to wear the badge. The rangers are lucky to have me. That's cocky. Imagine what I can get away with now that I'm a ranger. It's over, it's done, let's move on. I mean, also, the rangers are lucky to have me because, as I've mocked multiple times, there's only 12 of them, or less than 12 of them. So, they needed me. But yes, it's an honor to wear the badge.
I think less of the badge and more of the person wearing it. But you should be proud of your accomplishments. Shall we find some other adventure to occupy us now?
Of course. You still want to talk?
I'm not sure when
No.
things will feel safer. But we have not been attacked again.
Do you mind if I ask you any personal questions?
You do not need to ask me if you may ask. You may just ask.
What's your favorite place in the settled systems?
You might find it absurd, but honestly, the Lodge. I have never been surrounded by such a remarkable group of people, present company included. It has been a very long time since I have been someplace that could possibly feel like home. There are worlds beyond count out there, but that feeling is rare and precious.
You ever want to captain your own ship?
I have done so in the past, when necessary, but I am not the best pilot, and it seems prudent to apply my skills where they are most useful. Lately, that means aiding you, and that, I think, has worked out very well.
What do you like to do with your free time?
Honestly, I cannot answer that. So many years have been driven by survival in intense circumstances. Leisure time it's been in short supply. And I suppose I have conditioned myself to not think about it much. I do enjoy combat training, though I suppose that is hardly the answer you are looking for. You have given me something to consider. Thank you for that.
You are welcome. Oh, I guess I should have said that's all for now. But either way. So we are still needing to talk to Sarah Morgan, who is somewhere. And it occurs to me that I also gained some more perks, which I have still not bought. But I want to actually do research, because I think that's a thing I'm going to be doing more of. And so I'd like to unlock the first perk so that I am starting to rank up in it. Because the resources required to craft and research drops with each rank. And when you get to rank 4, which is probably a ways out, the sudden developments that can happen are a lot more likely, which would be nice if I get a lot more into research. I don't know how much grab jump matters. Really, I need to buy just a ton more perks, because I do have a bunch of perk points and I've just been holding off on them. But I guess I can probably... Can't quite get rank 2 of ballistics. I need to kill 5... Kill or just shoot? Yeah, kill 5 more enemies. And then rifles, I think, is what I'm working on. And same thing, I need 5 more. So I'll be saving up for both of those whenever I get around to getting that next kill. Where are you, Sarah? Like, the marker points that you're in this direction somewhere. But I went downstairs, which it seems slightly down. And you weren't there. I doubt any of this actually goes downward. So I don't know. I did assign her to my ship, which I think is why Andrea just moved off. So I'm gonna assume Sarah's also headed that way. Yeah, now it's pointing way over there. So she is not in the lodge, and I don't know why the quest marker wasn't pointing me to the door of the lodge. But alright, she's probably on the ship by this point. Orion Towers. It amuses me that I chose the character name of Orion, and yet I've run into a couple of different Orion things at Orion Towers, as well as there's a gun called Orion in the game. But I was wanting an appropriately spacey sounding name, and apparently they thought the same thing and made a bunch of spacey named things as well that are also called Orion. Probably should have found the transit, because I think I'm taking the long way to get to my ship. Or I suppose I could just fast travel to my ship, probably. There's a lot going on. Oh yeah, we could still join the Vanguard. I would have thought that would be another quest, like faction quest. Or maybe I have to talk to them and then it joins as a faction. Because I would assume the Vanguard would be a faction. but I'm not seeing a quest marker here. But let's fast travel to the ship, because that's probably where Sarah's at. Get up.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
There we go. She is on the ship. Somewhere, although the ship is huge. Found you.
You have my
No,
attention.
do not fall. Oh, come on. Fine.
Here to shoot the breeze?
No, I'm
Yeah,
trying to figure out how to use a ladder. Hi.
Ron Hope was a real piece of work, wasn't he?
He was. He was a despicable person. Actually, I felt bad for the guy. Not at all. I haven't given him a second thought. He was a despicable person.
Despicable is too kind a word. He held innocent people with little regard, treating their lives like numbers on a balance sheet. It's an absolute disgrace.
Couldn't agree more. Ron Hope had a lot of weight on his shoulders. Glad it's over. What do you mean?
Are you really going to make me remind you what that man did to those farmers on Montara Luna?
No.
How he sent Paxton Hull and the First to murder them and steal their land so he could use it for his own ill-gotten gains? How could you forget something like that?
Couldn't agree more.
I'm relieved to hear you say that. Letting him off the hook would have been a terrible injustice.
Taking a bribe to overlook his crimes would have been a horrible thing to do. It's a shame that the well-being and livelihoods of hundreds of Hope Tech employees are now in jeopardy. Honestly, it wasn't Ron Hope's fault that Paxton Hull took things too far. Yeah, it was. Given what I've done, I'm frankly surprised that you approve. No, taking bribes to overlook his crimes would have been a horrible thing to do. Now I'm going to go with the second one. It's a shame that the well-being and livelihoods of hundreds of Hope Tech employees are now in jeopardy.
While that's true, it certainly doesn't excuse the blood that he has on his hands.
If I've learned anything from this, is that money isn't everything. I still wonder if I made a mistake. I only hope those folks who are going to lose their jobs at Hope Tech will understand. Yeah, money isn't everything.
No, it certainly isn't. Especially when it comes at the expense of human lives.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've lectured you enough. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me.
Alright. I think that was both of those. Let's talk to the commander about joining the Vanguard while I'm here. I don't know if we'll do the Vanguard missions now, but if it thinks that they... Ooh, I should check about selling. Do you have money? You do have money. How about that? And I can directly sell from ship inventory? I don't think that used to be an option. Alright. We'll keep the pistol. I should probably put that in a display case so I don't accidentally sell it. And you are low on money already. Nothing more there. Let's keep the Constellation gear. There we go.
Inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cost plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
So I think we have Vasco following us still. Good.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Jemison Mercantile also has a good amount of money on them. And I think hopefully they're close enough to the ship that I can directly sell to them.
Hope you're finding everything you need.
Are you the merchant and you're just choosing not to stand behind the desk for no reason?
If you don't see what you want, feel free
Yes,
to
you are.
ask. Oh, please, take a look.
Alright, I can't directly sell from my ship. That is a shame. However, so looking online at outpost building to get a better idea of how that worked. One of the things they recommend is buying a bunch of these, particularly adaptive frames, but various other things. I think copper is one I'll need a lot of, aluminum, iron, titanium, I think are the critical things that I'm gonna need a lot of. Probably? Don't really remember. So I'll just buy them while I'm here. You've now got 6,000. I don't think I have much on me directly to sell. That's not true. I do have stuff I can sell. I'm gonna keep the Mantis stuff. Okay. Don't think I want to or need to keep the muscle shirt. Yeah. So I'll have to get anything else I want to sell off of my ship.
Coming in.
How close do I need to be to reach the ship? If I go like here. Cargo hold. Yeah. I can just grab these. That should be more than enough to have stuff to sell.
Keep it moving.
There's a bit more in the back. Oh, please, take a look.
Yeah, I don't want your goods. I want to sell. Oh. Never mind, you're out of money already. Sort by value. So 494. You, 493. There, you have 1 credit left. Perfect.
Oh, please, take a look.
Actually, because I have a bunch of stuff I need to sell, I will just buy a bunch of the stuff. I don't need any more digipicks. Let's grab a whole bunch of your resources. Just so I have them on hand if I ever need them. Again, since I have absurd amounts of money. There. So then if I go back to sell, back to weapons, we'll sell all of these. Oh, you're out of money. I might have sold some when I wasn't paying attention that went over. Oh well.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
So, I'm certain I screwed that up and sold more than I should have, but oh well. So if we go back to our ship, to your cargo hold, and then to my inventory, can I transfer these? Transfer category items container? Probably not. Store. Yes. And then more importantly, all of this stuff. Because that is what's weighing me down. The important thing being that I now have all of this available whenever I get around to either researching or base building. There we go. Weight-wise, I'm doing fantastic. And now let's get on the train to get to wherever to talk to about joining the Vanguard. Mass District. Basically right above us. Which makes sense. This is the UC headquarters. So of course their Vanguard recruiter would be right inside.
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
Hey.
Hey, Sarah's friend. You come to enlist at long last? Start earning your stripes with the Vanguard?
Sure. Okay, I'm game. Just tell me what I need to do next. What exactly is the Vanguard? What sort of work would I be doing if I enlisted? Why would I want to become a UC citizen?
Well, other than becoming a member of the greatest faction in the galaxy, you'd get access to discounted services on any UC world. Credits to help you get on your feet. You'd even be able to buy property right here in New Atlantis. Citizenship unlocks it all, and signing up for the Vanguard is the fastest way to earn it.
Okay. What sort of work would I be doing if I enlisted?
Vanguard work is as needed. When we've got jobs, we'll make them available to you. But the work itself, well, it runs the gamut. Sometimes you might be hunting down hostile ships on behalf of the UC Navy, or you might be called up to help the Science Division clean up some invasive species. Hell, we've even been asked to help take on the occasional terramorph. And sometimes we just need cargo support. Not every job's glamorous. The Vanguard only gets called in for the ones where there's a chance of seeing action. Wherever the UC needs us, the Vanguard is there.
What exactly is the Vanguard?
We're the United Colonies volunteer fleet. Any captain can join, regardless of origin. Get to fly your own ship and earn credits as you help the people in the most distant reaches of the United Colonies, all while earning your way to UC citizenship. Put in the time, and citizenship is guaranteed.
It amuses me that if I join this, it's because they're hiring specifically captains, and the ship I'm flying around is Freestar Collective Rangers ship. Freestar Collective being their long-term enemies. I'm game. Just tell me what I need to do.
Well, all right. Take the elevator down to the Vanguard Orientation Hall. You can get started at any of the registration terminals. The system will walk you through the rest. And if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Okay. So is this a faction quest? Because I still believe it probably is. It is. So I'm going to hold off on that for now. And instead, we'll do some of these temple missions. At some point I'll have a stream where I dive into the factions again. But we spent quite a while on the Rangers, and so I don't... No, hop down. Don't want to immediately...
regularly could lead to permanent injury.
I don't know if you guys saw that person that was falling, dancing, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to start a new faction quest right away, because they take a while, and we just recently got done with our previous major faction quest line. But probably dedicate a whole stream to that. This one isn't giving me the map marker. I mean, obviously I'm going to my ship, but it's weird that there's no map marker for it, because I have the quest selected.
Okay, now I've seen everything.
Alright. Oh, I should have just gone directly to the cockpit, which I think is on the middle floor. Yeah. Just right there. But I always forget that you can just, when clicking on the entry to the ship, you can either choose to just enter the ship or go straight to the cockpit. There's a bunch of quests here that I should take some time to deal with, but I kind of want to just go out and do stuff. Again, why is there no map marker? House SETI 8B. Well, I don't know where you are. You're not showing up on my map. Let's check out this one instead. Still no. I don't understand. That's how this normally works. Show me. No, that just points to me. I have a 500 bounty with United Colonies? Or what? Also, no one tried to arrest me or anything. Huh. Let me guess, you're not going to show up either? Nope. This one shows up, talking to Vladimir about temple locations. So why do you guys? Because there's not really a good way for me to find, you know, the star if it doesn't pop up the name. Nope, nope, not that.